It's official, the Ricketts have withdrawn their bid. Yes, the Ricketts have withdrawn their bid. We've got what we wanted. Now it's time to give the club to the hands of somebody that will keep Chelsea competitive, that will keep Chelsea at the forefront of achieving greatness, and of an organization that represents our values. Who's not happy? Welcome to the Kavkas View, Tuchel, and in today's video we have got fantastic news regarding the update of the takeover at Chelsea Football Club. This takeover is heating up. Next week they're meeting up with the government. It's down to 3 and the Ricketts are out of there, out of the park. The Cubs absolutely booted them from a home run. Listen, I'm happy. But we also talk about the football. This channel is about football. We're talking about Crystal Palace versus Chelsea FA Cup semi-final. It's a big deal. It is massive. Thomas Tuchel goes on record talking about Mark Guehi, Tino Livramento, Conor Gallagher and him met up at a restaurant. Well, inconveniently met up at a restaurant. And there is more. Injury news, team news, whatever you need to know, we've got you covered here. We're on our way to Wembley. Let's get on with this video. Let me throw a quick fact at you beforehand though. 64% of people, so basically in a group of 100 people, 64 of them are not subscribed to this channel. How does that make any sense? That's how many of you are not subscribed to this channel. Please hit that like button and please subscribe. The target is, for this video, we need 300 likes. In the comments below, let me know what number you are, just so I know you're batting for the call. It's like as if you're playing for the Cubs, you know? Because the Ricketts are out of here and we've got some positivity. So hit the like button, 300 likes, it goes a long way. No more promo, no more admin. Let's get on with the video. So it's being reported, and it is reported widely. It is being reported everywhere. The Ricketts bid has been withdrawn. Part of the reason is their consortium apparently was not as strong as it was first intended. And thank God this has happened, because Ken Griffin apparently wanted more control over the consortium. There were reports that allegedly the money wasn't in order. People wanted more of a stake in the club here and there. But it was too many cooks in the kitchen, and this is what I've been reiterating to everybody. This is why I don't want a consortium. This is why I think it's stupid when you have a consortium. You need someone that puts their bread on the line. You need someone that steps up to the cause and says, you know what, this is my club. I own this. This is me. This is my paradise. You don't need 65 different people all saying, you know what, we should make profits this year. No, we should invest into Kai Havertz's new contract. Oh no, wait, we need to do this. No, it doesn't work like that. To run a good organization, you need a leadership, you need a good expectations on objectives, and you need accountability. And in this case, where you have 65 different chefs, you're not gonna have a great meal. You're gonna cook something basic. And in this case, this is the best thing that could have happened for Chelsea. An organization that didn't match our values is out of here. But who is through? 3 entities went through. Next week, they should be meeting up with the government. Number 1 is the Pagliuca team, the owner of Atalanta and the Boston Celtics. So the requirement will be that he'll have to let go of some of his shares with Atalanta because he can't own 2 clubs in the Champions League. And the likelihood is both of them will be in the Champions League. That's another thing. I don't know much about them. I don't know about their ethos. They've been very quiet and very regimented. But reports are that they're very prone to get Chelsea Football Club. Number 2, Mr. Bowley. LA Dodgers Mr. Bowley and his consortium. The money will be funding him, but apparently he's not the one putting up most of his money. He will be literally in charge and the face day-to-day operations of the team. He'll most probably keep on Marina Garskava or hire someone else like them, and also keep a financial director of the club's sporting abilities, i.e. a sporting director. So this is great news. Hopefully it's him. Then we have the other one. The other one is the Saw Braithwaite, whatever his name is, yeah. So apparently he's an individual that owned Liverpool at one point in time. He's a big deal in the UK. I don't know who he is. But at the end of the day, like I always said, right? Whoever comes in, we're never going to know what they actually want to do with the club. We're not going to know. Because the fact of the matter is, they all are going to speak a big game. Initially, most probably invest a ton of money, a shit ton of money. But eventually, they'll want that money back. And it's not a crime that they will want that money back. But at the same time, we got spoiled under Roman. And some of us have those standards now engraved into us and we want to keep them So it's going to be interesting how it pans out, but it is what it is. Let's move on with the full. Quick summary of the team news. Everyone's fit apart from Callum and Ben Chilwell. Callum's out again with an Achilles injury and the back problems. Then you have Ben Chilwell out for the foreseeable future. He's not probably going to come back till September. But the good thing is Romelu Lukaku's back in training and we are going to need him. Listen, we've got 7 games in April. Like, we have got 7 games in April, I think, coming up or something like that. It is absolutely ridiculous. I heard it in the press conference. They said 7 games in the next 21 days or something stupid. Like, I don't know what they think this is, but this is going to be a lot of content, a lot of football, and a lot of fun for me. But the players must be hating it. So we're going to need every man. We're going to need, and Tuchel is literally reiterating that. If you want to be in the big tournaments, this is what comes with it. Eat it. They asked Thomas Tuchel in the press conference, do you think players need more protection from referees? And he said, look, there needs to be a balance between reckless challenges, but at the same time, there needs to be some physicality. And for me, I think that hits this nail on the head. I think it's been actually embarrassing, some of the reactions that we've got from the big sources. For example, Owen Hargreaves, Rio Ferdinand, the BT commentary team. The way they've described Atletico Madrid is as if they're thugs. I'm sorry, but did you lot not play in an era where Roy Keane and Vieira absolutely pummeled each other in the dressing rooms and the tunnels? Did you lot not play in an era where Lee Cattermole was running around breaking legs? Were you not playing in an era where it was cool to play defensive football and hit teams on the break? It was cool to be super uber aggressive. Were you not playing in an era where Scholes couldn't tackle and it was a badge of honor? It makes no sense. Now all of a sudden, because it's against an English team, Atletico Madrid, how dare you? Look, what Atletico did was utilize their best probability of qualifying. Was it easy and pretty to watch? No, it was ugly. But is there a crime playing that way? No. Man City should have scored more goals and killed the tie earlier. And if anything, they gave as good as they got. Because Grealish opened his mouth a lot until he got pulled his hair like a bad bee. So it is what it is. It happened. In regards to the final, he was asked, how do you feel about this uproar that Conor Gallagher can't play? And he openly said, look, I don't think it's fair. But at the same time, these were the rules and we are not going against our own rules that we set. Basically, deal with it. And the reality is, Conor's too good of a player to let him play. If this was a dead player that wouldn't be able to hurt us, I would say, you know what, it's a little bit harsh. Let's give him some space, you know what. But in this case, he is too good of a player. Thomas said he met up with him by accident. It was a coincidence when they ran into each other in a restaurant. I wonder what restaurant that was and I wonder what they were having. I hope it was a good pizza or maybe something like a nice pasta dish, because that's what I like to get when I go to restaurants. But other than that, they discussed it. The uncomfortable situation came up. He said he apologized to him, but it has to happen. And for me, I'm not letting Conor play. Conor's too good of a player. You think I'm going to let Conor play just so they can knock us out and move on to the FA Cup final? No, thank you. This next part was very interesting and it actually made me think a lot about Thomas Tuchel and the longevity of him at Chelsea. Because they asked him, look, there is Mark Guehi, Tino Livramento, Conor Gallagher, all going and performing so well. How do you feel about this? And you know what felt really nice? Tuchel actually broke these down and gave good clarity. He said, Tino Livramento, the plan was to send him out on loan. Basically, he was going to re-sign a new deal, send him out on loan. The kid thought, I want to play football. Do you blame him in that situation? I don't. I think he's within his rights. If his contract's about to end and he wants to leave, he can go. The problem here is, what were Chelsea meant to do? And that's the question I was asking. They included a buyback clause. They've included all the policies and the due diligence to bring him back. But Chelsea can't move Azpilicueta, who's the captain of a team, of a Champions League winning team, and Reece James, who's arguably the best right back in the world, just to give Tino Livramento a chance. If Tino stayed and bought his time, he would have played this year. I guarantee you he would have played this year. And he would have shined and he would have been a regular in the first team. Reece would have most probably went back into a back three. And all of a sudden, we've got it sorted. Then the convo started about Mark Guehi. And he said Mark Guehi wanted to put a bigger role. He openly said that. Like indirectly or directly, he was openly saying, Mark Guehi wanted a bigger role. And the thing is, Mark Guehi was within his right to want a bigger role. He is that good of a player. He's good on the ball, he's athletic, he's strong, he's intelligent, he reads the game very well, especially at his age, and he's got leadership capabilities. He's already captained Palace 3 times. Let that sink in. And the question was now, do you think you should have let him go? And the thing is, what could Chelsea have done? Once again, the problem now is that Rudiger Christensen might leave. And people are now blowing it out of proportion. The reality is Chelsea have first refusal. And if something happens, if someone bids for him, Chelsea can counter it and the deal automatically gets accepted. And then it becomes Mark's decision where he wants to go. So if Mark wants to play for Chelsea, one day he will return. And if Chelsea are interested, they will make it happen. So we need to get over this fear of letting anyone good go, because sometimes these kids need to play football to develop. Finally, he did speak about the upcoming game and how the Real Madrid game is going to make an impact on it. And he said, look, it's a confidence boost and we need to back ourselves in this to go in with a good opportunity. What cost us last time was individual mistakes and individual brilliance. And that's exactly what I agree with. At the end of the day, you can't control Karim Benzema outperforming XG by 4 goals. He got 4 goals in that whole tie. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he got 4 goals in that tie. Their overall XG for the 5 goals was 2.32. Let that sink in. Like, he absolutely destroyed XG by himself. So, individual mistakes and clinicality forced us to lose that game. But in essence, Chelsea are fine. We're in a good place. We've got good confidence. And we believe that we belong. Now on to the final and semi-final and what I think is going to happen. Well, in my opinion, I think Chelsea are going to win the game. And I think it's going to be a 3-1 game. I think Chelsea aren't going to keep a clean sheet. I think Kevin will be back in goal. I think it's going to be a heavily rotated side, but Chelsea will be dealing with them very well on the counter-attack. We've played well against Palace this year on numerous occasions. And I think it's time that we continue to keep this ball rolling. We got Arsenal midweek. We've got a ton of games coming up. I genuinely think we're going to see a lot of rotation. I think Christensen will be back. I think Rudiger will most probably end up playing again, or maybe Azpilicueta. And then you have a Malang Sarr. The wing backs are they're most probably going to be Alonso again with Reece James, but there will be heavy rotation, people. And I think we need to accept that, because the likelihood is we might not win this game, but I think we are good enough, and we should go in there full throttle, get the points, get the final, and go on to win an FA Cup, because this is Chelsea Football Club. We win trophies. Peeps, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts. This was the press conference. Great news about the Ricketts withdrawing their offer. This is fantastic. Peace out. I'm out. See you tomorrow for the Radical Review.